So hey guys, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So this will be another compilation video, and by the title, we're going to be talking about the following topics. And those topics are Khloe Kardashian using the N-word in a resurfaced clip, Ari Fletcher, also known as the real Kyle's sister, stating that she will now be donating to nonprofits that benefit victims of DV, and the internet reacting to rapper DaBaby's new song called Sneaky Link Anthem. So with the compilation videos, you can choose to comment on one or all three of the topics. You can number your responses in the comment section down below. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So our first topic is about DaBaby's new song, Sneaky Link Anthem. Now, this literally went viral on the blogs because of it being trash, like in all honesty. So people were not here for it. Most of the comments were negative. And I think people were really just shocked to see DaBaby in more of the R&B type of vibe versus his usual fast-paced rapping and head-bopping styles. So I went and listened to the song and I was like, it's giving clash. Like, it's just clashing. Like, I think the internet was right. This new song was just not giving. I think the most cringy part of it is that DaBaby is doing his usual mannerisms with it. Like, he does this thing where he perches his bottom lip downward. I don't know. I think it's ugly, actually. But regardless of the song, I think the video was a little bit confusing. Like, I don't understand certain elements. So there's a part where there's a fake blind girl, because I'm almost 110% sure that she's not really blind in real life, is trying to hand him some money, but instead grabbing at his private part. So I guess she's also part of the sneaky link. Like, I couldn't figure out if the main girl was the sneaky link or if all the other girls were sneaky links and the main girl wasn't, or she was also a sneaky link, or they were all sneaky links. It was just a bit confusing. And then at the end, it says that it was directed by DaBaby, which makes sense. I just think the song overall didn't hit in the way that he thought it was. I know he's probably trying to do something a little different. We're definitely asking rappers to be a lot more versatile these days. So he's not wrong for trying. He just didn't execute it in the way how it should have been. I think DaBaby's career is really at a plateau, and a low plateau at that. To make a song called Sneaky Link Anthem after you just got outed for blasting your child's mother and being just the typical F-boy rapper, I kind of feel like this was not done in good fashion to his brand. And obviously he probably doesn't care, but it's like you have to do damage control when you really offended people or made people not like you. And making a song about sneaky links as well as it not even being a good song just really didn't help his case. I think the future of DaBaby's rap career is just not that bright. And you guys can let me know your thoughts on his music career moving forward, but I kind of feel like he's done too much damage to his reputation. When he first came out on the scene, he was like this bold, smooth-talking rapper. You know, he had a fun song, and he followed up that song with other good hits. He dances, he has funny mannerisms, and he just has this distinct look. He's not the typical rapper like he is, but he's like a fun rapper that still has a good side and a hood side. And I think that uniqueness is what carried his career because his sound was way different. But I think people are tired of it, and his personal actions have also caused people to just not really care for him too much more. So the last thing he can do is just put out good music that people can still enjoy, even if they don't like him or his actions. And this song didn't really help that either. So I'm interested to see where his song goes as well as his career. If YouTube still had the dislike button, I'm 110% positive that there would be way more dislikes on the video than thumbs up likes. The song Sneaky Link Anthem to me just wasn't it. Like, we don't know why you made a song like this. It just didn't hit, and we definitely did not need a Sneaky Link Anthem whatsoever. Now, our second story is about Ari Fletcher announcing on Power 105 Radio that she will be giving back to some women's shelters as well as some nonprofit organizations that are focused on women who have been through DV. Now, this comes after Ari was literally socially slaughtered for her comments about DV and having an unempathetic response and approach to people who raised concern about her DV comments. When she was dragged, she pretty much got on live to continue her rant and state that she didn't care and nobody cared about people who have been through DV. And this further aggravated the situation because people were very alarmed that she would publicly address people's concerns in the matter in what she did. And I spoke about this in my video from a few weeks ago, and I basically said that I think Ari is the type of person who is truly miserable and makes herself so unlikable. I kind of understand taking to Instagram Live to angrily voice your opinions on people disagreeing with your words. Like, how many times have I gotten on YouTube Live after certain comments were made about one of my videos and low-key went off? Like, I can take accountability. Hence why I don't even address anything in 2022. I refuse to give people that type of energy. So in Ari's case, she was probably frustrated with the backlash and wanted to just go off. But Ari has to realize that she is no longer just an Instagram girl. She's truly an influencer. She has millions of followers, sponsors, and she has to navigate her brand in a way that is marketable and keeps her bag secure. So she lost her Savage X Fenty sponsorship with Rihanna, being that Rihanna is also a survivor of DV, and now she's coming out to say that she's donating and working with nonprofit organizations dealing with survivors of DV.
Well, I heard you're getting to some nonprofits.
I am, yeah. I team with Fashion Nova. Doing some. I'm doing give back for like some women's shelters and also for domestic violence.
That's super dope. I love that. Taking care of the ladies. We definitely can use all the support. We got to be united right now.
Yes, we do.
I love that. So
now my thought on that is this. I kind of feel like the damage control is way too late. And because it's too late and it comes after 2 episodes of harsh comments, a lack of care, and not taking accountability, this just looks very performative. No one is going to believe you if there's no accountability or apology before you actually make the correction of your actions. What she's doing is great. It's good that she's donating to DV, but in my Pooh Shiesty voice, I ain't buying that. When she was getting dragged the first time, she should have taken accountability and then followed up with this. I think she would have been met with a lot more support and understanding. And it's good that she wants to correct her wrongs, but we're still missing an apology. We're still missing accountability. Throwing money at the problem or throwing money at an organization after you just said nobody cares and that you didn't care doesn't then make people believe that you now care. I think the entire era of the idea of rapper baby mamas being some of the top influencers in urban pop culture is really dying out. And I do want to make a video about that, but y'all be trying to tell me I'm obsessed. I just think it's very interesting and they're very impressionable, so why not discuss it? But nonetheless, I think people are starting to realize that most of these girls are bird-brained individuals who are full of shit and overly vain, narcissistic, and don't really do anything to help anybody but themselves. In a way, I'm glad she's finally using her influence and learning this lesson, but it shouldn't have taken all of this. Had she already been actively donating to DV nonprofits with all the money that she has instead of calling us broke, maybe people would have looked at her in a different light. I think she showed us who she is, and this last-minute gesture to save her dwindling reputation didn't move me whatsoever. Now, our final story is about Khloe Kardashian using the N-word and the recently resurfaced clip of a Keeping Up with the Kardashians episode. So, a little fun fact, I used to watch the Kardashians like a true fan. I watched the first season right when it came out in 2007. I was literally like 10 or 11 years old at the time, and I kept up with every season, every spinoff, everything for the longest, probably up until like the beginning of when I went to college in like 2015 or 2016. After that, I just didn't really care anymore, and then I would catch some of the episodes here and there, but I haven't watched a full episode of the Kardashians in years. But I do remember this clip, and I remember vividly watching this episode, and I'm going to say that this is from 2013 because they were talking about Kim Kardashian giving birth to her first daughter, North, who was born in 2013. So if you watch this entire episode, and I don't know where to go find the episodes, but if you do, I do remember they were talking about how the tabloids kept printing headlines about Kim having a black baby, and Kim was very adamant on saying that she was having a biracial or mixed child, and that she didn't want her daughter to be called a black child because her daughter was biracial. And I know that might surprise you that Kim Kardashian would make a statement like this, but I do remember her pushing the terminology biracial to categorize her daughter. The conversation started because Khloe basically asked Kim, so you're having a black baby. You know that, right? And Kim kind of says, no, I'm having a biracial baby. Now, I don't remember everything because I watched that episode at this point almost 10 years ago, but I definitely don't remember Khloe saying the following.
She's with a black guy, and that baby is black.
I would say
you need to shut that black baby up.
Hashtag fact. My baby is black. Hashtag I only like black. That's what I would say. All I get called is a lover all day long. Who the cares?
So Khloe basically states that people have always called her an N-word lover, and although she was repeating what people have probably said to her, wrote in her comments, or assumed about her, I do find it very audacious that they let this air. These women are so protective of their brand and reputation that the fact that they let Khloe's white-tail self use the hard R racial slur on national television is beyond me. Like, I know Twitter was a thing when this aired, but it's crazy how she is now getting dragged almost 10 years later and nobody caught that. Khloe Kardashian won't be canceled for this, so let's not even encourage that. But what I do find ironic is that her N-word loving self hasn't really gotten anywhere doing that. All of her relationships with black men have been very tumultuous. Tristan Thompson is a menace to her and pretty much every other woman. Lamar Odom and her didn't work out. Her and James Harden didn't work out. Her and Trey Songz didn't work out. Like, her being a white girl N-word lover didn't help her whatsoever. I know that they were just having this conversation casually and they're on a reality show, but I think it's very bad judgment for them to let this air. ever. Nonetheless, the Kardashians are also another brand that has dwindled in reputation and relevance, and I do suspect that we will be getting a lot more random viral clips of nutty things that they have said and done in the past. There's an interview that all three of the Kardashian sisters did back in 2010 where Kim and Khloe basically admit to only being into black guys and basically saying that black guys are into them. So as much as we can say Kardashians love to date black men and be around black culture, there's so many black men that have allowed them to feel comfortable enough to say the things that they do, and all parties are at fault. I genuinely thought the clip was funny because they were serious with what they were talking about, and it's just like, you guys are dumb for even letting this air. But hey, it's the Kardashians. No one is going to cancel them for stealing from black culture, so no one is going to cancel them for using the N-word either. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave your commentary on my commentary down below. If you guys didn't know, my song Ballin' is literally about to be on streaming, and my live performance music video is up on YouTube. I will link that down below. Please go check it out and let me know what you think. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.
They say my drip is so much they had to get a couple ponchos. Now I'm getting chips and they nacho. I'm a time for pockets full, I'm -6, no Toronto. I knock you down like dominoes, then dip on y'all like dominoes. I'm the 1-1, I'm too much. Trifecta, I'm 3 much. Full play, eat a nigga up like it's free.